Hello Internet. I know I promised you a video response to a BuzzFeed video. It's still coming, don't worry, it's gonna be my next one. But I came across this one news article that just had to be talked about. I just could not ignore it. I just couldn't. And not only an article, there's also a video on which this article was made about. So you're in for a very nice ride. So buckle up!
Buckle up, buckaroo!
If you want to read the article and see the video for yourself, the link is going to be in the description as always, but I will try to sum it up for you the best way that I can. So here in Britain, or anywhere else around the world I think, there are rules that you have to follow when you're on public transport, like on a bus, or a train, or the tube, or a taxi. For example, not being allowed to have any drinks or food with you as they could spill very easily. Or another example is not bothering the other passengers and not harassing them because, well, this is just common decency. The most common rule, or should I say basic human morality, is not putting your feet up on other people's seats, especially if there's already somebody sitting on that seat. Yes. You've heard my hint correctly. Last week on a morning train to London, a very nice lady decided that it was appropriate to put her feet up on the seat in front of her. A seat where the chairman of the London Assembly Transport Committee was sitting. Yes, ironic, I know. The lady and the chairman had a very pleasant exchange on that train, during which the lady, who happens to be black, called the man a white idiot. But of course, as we all know it, black people cannot be racist, only white people are racist, right? It's impossible that she was racist at all. Obviously, this was sarcasm. I think by now you know my love to sarcasm. Let's watch this lovely exchange together that was filmed by another passenger on that train. And let's just imagine what would happen if the roles were switched. If it was a man harassing a woman like this, because clearly this lady was harassing that man, and you will see why I'm saying that. Anyway, enjoy.
Racist as well now. That's racism, I love it.
Stupid woman, get used to being quiet when a man talks to you. Touch me one more fucking time and I'll punch you in your stupid face, you bitch. I didn't touch you. Touch me one more time and I'll fucking punch you, you bitch. You're an idiot. That's why you're single, bitch. Nobody wants your sorry fucking ass. I'm not single. I'm getting married soon. Oh, you're getting married, are you? Are you sure about that? Last time I checked, yes, I am. Oh, he's not cheating on you? I bet he's cheating on you with every fucking bitch that he sees. He's a very nice man. I know, man. I'm sure he's cheating on you and just using you for your pussy. He's going to leave you by the altar, I'm sure of it. Don't fucking touch me. I don't want to touch you, trust me. All I want is for you to not put your shoes on my seat so I don't get any dirt on myself. What the hell? You can't do shit about this. I am literally grabbing you by the pussy right now. My foot is literally on your pussy, you fucking bitch. No, you're not. You're just getting dirt all over me. Please, move your feet. You're a fucking bitch. A stupid white bitch. You can't do or say shit to me about this. What the fuck? Yeah, in both cases, this situation is fucked up. How can anyone at all behave like this with a complete freaking stranger? Or even not with a stranger. How can anyone behave this way at all? I get it, there are rude people out there, but is it really necessary to behave like an animal? I'm pretty sure not even animals behave this way with each other. So this exchange actually ended peacefully, and the chairman and the lady by the end of their trip were having a nice pleasant conversation, which is quite surprising but good at the same time, because I mean, we all should behave like human beings, right? Either way, this lady had no excuses to behave the way that she did. Putting your feet up on another chair is already rude enough, especially when somebody's already sitting there. And especially if you're doing it on purpose and you're trying to put it specifically between their legs, no matter the fucking gender. This is fucked up and disturbing, in my opinion. But I think that there's one difference that would be applicable to the situation that I played out for you when the man is harassing the woman, that would have happened either way if it ended peacefully or not. And that's this. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to come with me. What did I do, bitch? There are witnesses who saw you harassing this woman, putting your foot between her legs and saying that you're grabbing her by the pussy. Please come with me so my colleagues and I can question you. Fuck you, bitch! You can't do shit about this! I'm going to grab you by the pussy if you touch me! Okay, I've had enough of this. You're under arrest. Boys, pack him up. Exactly. I think that if a man ever behaved this way with a woman, especially if they got filmed doing that, he would get arrested. Regardless if the situation ended peacefully or not, this is the society that we live in, and this would be classified as sexual harassment. But of course, when you're a vulnerable little lady, you can do whatever you want, because you're a little lady, you don't know better. Women can't sexually harass men, can they? No, because men like it. Isn't that right? Oh, the double standards. I just love them. Ironically, of course. I think that if a man in this situation putting his foot between a lady's legs and saying, "I'm literally grabbing you by the pussy," would be arrested, the same should be applied to a woman, even if it's not going to be an arrest. Even if the man would just be questioned and let out with a warning and a little note on his record, the same should be applied to a woman. If this is the law that feminists want to have and get men arrested for just saying comments that they don't like and they find sexually harassing, the same principle should be applied to the women. But obviously, a normal man in his right mind is not going to go and accuse a woman of sexual harassment, because I'm pretty sure that in today's society he will unfortunately be laughed at. Not all men like to be sexually harassed. Not all men like to be groped by their balls by a random woman, even though they might find it amusing. Just like most women don't like to be grabbed on by a man, even though some would love that kind of attention. But if you have the audacity to behave this way in public, you're not only gonna get looks from people, you should also get a warning by the police or by the authorities. Because, come on, this is fucked up. I am not saying that most behaviors that are treated as sexual harassment today should be treated the same way, because most of the time they're just comments that somebody found offensive. But in this case, I think this woman was being much more than just offensive towards that man. But that's just my opinion.
Listen, my feet is literally by your balls. I'm literally grabbing you by your balls. No, you're not.
Yeah, I think this lady should have at least gotten a warning. But different situations are handled differently in every country, so who am I to say anything? I'm not the police. But can you imagine the reaction from the feminism community if the situation would have played out the way that I presented it to you? If a man was doing this to a woman? Oh God, their tits would have gone completely insane, trust me. And the police would have had to do something about that because they would just not shut up. Anyway, this was just a very short video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed my little Trump cosplay. I thought it would be perfect for the grab you by the pussy bit. But don't take me wrong, I love Trump. I think he's an amazing leader, and I think he's making America great again. This weekend is also my birthday. I'm turning 22 this Saturday, but I hope that it's not gonna delay my BuzzFeed response video too much. I'm definitely gonna make it next week. I promise you that. If I'm not, well, come and get me, bitches. As always, all the links are in the description, all my social media is in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, stay logical, stay rational. I will see you next time. Are you a good boy? Huh? Are you a good boy? Oh, yes, you are. I will make America great again.